everyone. In today's video, we shall learn about rollups. Rollups in Notion are very useful. You can use it to show different pieces of information from various databases, but all in one database itself, so that you don't have to go looking into different databases in Notion for different pieces of information. So in these cases, rollups are really helpful. So let's get started. So now to get started, let's go ahead and put in two databases. It can be literally any database, but I'm going to use the table inline database, and let's rename this as task, and I'm going to put in another database as well. Which is again the inline table, and rename this table as overview. So I'm going to quickly fill in some data and we shall move on to the next step. So this is the layout that I went for. It's really the simplest example that I could show you guys, but you can go way advanced in this. So the next step that we have to do is we have to create a relation between both the databases. And I have done an in-depth video on this channel, and the playlist is in the description, so make sure to check that out. But in short, a relation between the databases is basically, this is how you do it. So you just click on any column. If you have a column, you can create in that, or you can create a new column and do it as well. So just click on it, and you have two categories. The one is basic and the other one is advanced. So you'll find this property called relation, and just click on it once and you get this dialog box. So what this basically does is it helps connecting two databases together. So go ahead and type in your database name, and in my case is the second one because this current page is demo, so it makes sense. So click on it once and click on create a relation. So you get this arrow mark, which means it is the relation between both the tables is created, and once you find in one database, it will also be reflected in the other database. So the next thing that I like doing is just straight away rename the columns, because it's so much easier later on. So I'm going to rename this as task for tasks, actually plural, for the week, and I'm going to rename this as overview of the week. So the next thing that you want to do is just click on this once, and you have all of the task or the rows that you have created in the previous database. Well, in this case is the task database. We have 5 different tasks, so all the 5 different tasks is reflected over here since both the databases are connected. So we have to see, since the row is Sunday, and for Sunday we have only like buy grocery. So I would want to put that over here, that is buy grocery. So you go ahead and do the same for the rest of the days. So I'm going to go ahead and speed it up here a bit. And we have to also add in walk the dog at Sunday as well. Yeah, cool. So this is what our databases look like. Our task database looks like this, and our overview database looks like this. So basically, our overview database is on point because it clearly makes sense and there's no repetition of data, whereas our task database is kind of repeated data. Whereas you can see this relational column, overview of the week, has the weekdays, whereas days on duty also has weekdays. So in case like this, I really like to just click on it since it's repeated value and it makes no sense to keep it as it is. So go ahead and hide it. So it's like really nice and neat. So the next step is obviously the roll up step. So go ahead and click on the plus sign to create a column. And similar to the previous, how we create the relation, it's just below. So go ahead and click on it. And this column, I really like to rename it as number of tasks, and you'll know why. Well, we can do more than just number of tasks, but yeah. So now that we have created our roll-up column and we have renamed it as well, for relational database that is connecting two database together, it reflects in both the database, whereas in roll-up it reflects in only the present database that you have given the permission for the roll-up to be in. I hope that made sense. So I'm going to just narrow this down, broaden this up so that, yeah. Okay, it looks nice and neat now. Okay, so let's go ahead and see how we can actually go about doing the roll-up in Notion in this particular database. So all you have to do is just click on this white area once, and you get this pop-up dialog box thing. So the first option here is relation. So previously we connected this overview database to the task database. So now it will reflect the current row, that is this present row, that is a task for the week. So that's what we have here. So let's go ahead and click on it. If you have more than 2-3 databases connected together, then you have all of them present in this list. But since we have only 1-2 databases connected, and yeah, that's what it shows here. So once we click out of it, we again have a database looking like this, and it is obviously repeated value. So it doesn't really make sense, right? So you can go ahead and click on this area right here to get this. Otherwise, you can go ahead and click on this, and you can go ahead and click on configure rollup. This way also you get the same pop-up dialog box thing. So for the second option, that is properties, so let's go ahead and click on task. And actually for task, I'm going to leave it as this, and I'm going to go ahead and click on calculate. Let's go ahead and click on count all. So what this does is it basically shows the number of tasks you have for the particular day. So in case you, let's say you want to hide this, you have only these 2 columns, which is quite simple and easy. But it doesn't really make sense, right? Like if you just see Sunday and you have number of tasks is 2, you're going to wonder what are the 2 tasks, right? Let's go ahead and enable this so that it's visible. But in case you're like in a hurry or something, you just want to see how many tasks I have for today. Let's say that today is Wednesday, you see Wednesday and you have a quick glimpse, and the number of tasks is 4. So in this case, you know that you have to complete 4 tasks for the day. So it's really quite easy and simple to do rollups. You can obviously go ahead and play around with these values, and you can do so much more. This is just the basic stuff when it comes to rollup. But yeah, I hope you enjoy this video and you learn something from it, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.